What's up, ladies and gentlemen? I've got to say straight away, I'm loving doing these intros. They're so fun. But who is ready for a little sampling video? Well, if you are, stay tuned. What's good, YouTube? Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Right, my name is Michael and my channel is obviously Mikey Cologne. I'm going to do something a little bit different today. I'm going to go through a couple of samples. Right. I've got loads and loads of samples. Some I've had a spray of, some I haven't even smelled. I've got some in a bag. it's gonna be like, I'm just gonna put my hand in, pull one out, give it a spray, tell you what fragrance it is and see if I like it. And just go through the video like that for a little while. For one thing, I'm gonna say straight away, these videos, I just do it in one take. I don't edit my videos. Yes, I don't know every single fragrance out there, but I just roll with it. I think, personally, myself, I think that's the best way that I can be, because then I'm not saying anything's getting faked or anything like that, but I haven't got any notes written down, nothing. I'm literally just going to pick a sample, spray it, tell you if I like it, and we'll just go from there. But I've got to say something. I done a first impressions on a fragrance from the house of Massimiliano called White Whale. And I got sent 3 other Massimiliano samples. Well, I got to choose them. And one is Times Square, Sleight of Fern, and the other is Russian Tea. Right, I ain't gonna lie, I've had a spray of this one and I love it. I really do. I haven't even checked the notes up on this. I was curious to try one of them, and Russian Tea caught my eye and I sprayed it on, and I think this is a gorgeous, gorgeous fragrance. Right, but so I'm going to talk that one's full. I'm going to take these out the sleeves, and they're all going to go in the bag as well. And I'll show you the bag in a second, just bear with me. Like I say, I ain't doing no editing, so this is real time. Alright, they're getting dropped in the bag, and this is the bag. And we're going to shuffle that up a little bit. Look how many samples are in there, look. There's got to be at least 100 in this bag alone. They're just samples that I've collected through the years, really. So some could be old, some could have gone off. I hope not. Give that a good old shake up. Right, we're diving in, people. Oh, I can't stop looking in the bag. Right, I'm going in. Have a good old rummage. Right. This is called Oud Ventura by Novelistia. Never heard of it. I don't know where this come from. And I've used it. I must have had this for years. I don't remember this. Novelistia. Let me try and show you the name. Look, I'm not very good at the top there. I am not very good with pronouncing big words. I ain't gonna pretend to be saying that I ain't. I'm not great at reading. So I do apologise if I butcher names. I'm trying my best. I really am with big words. But anyway, right. Oud Venture. Let's go for it. It's not very oudy. Let's put it to a side for me because I don't want to grab that one again. That's not very oudy at all. A tad, from that initial blast, it's more fresh than anything. Yeah, I can smell it now in the background. There's a little bit of oud. Like I say, I don't know nothing about that house. I don't know what ingredients they use. I haven't got a clue. Like I say, I'm just going to spray it and go with it and tell you if I like it. And I don't know if there's rosemary in there or... I can definitely do. Now it's settling. That opened with a fresh blast. I don't know. It's not very citrusy fresh. That oud's coming out more now. That was in the background, and now it's settled or settling. That oud, especially when you dig your nose in, that oud is coming from the background. Maybe there is a bit of citrus in there. It's a little bit oudy, a little bit fresh, maybe citrusy. I think there's a little bit of... I'm not too sure about that one. I am not too sure about that one at all. I don't know. I don't hate it, but would I cop a bottle of that? I don't think so. Let me know if you've tried this one. And like I say, I apologise if I've butchered the name. I'm just not great with big words. I really ain't. I'm not saying I've got dyslexic or dyslexica or anything like that, but I'm just not great with reading big words at all. Right, we're going to go for another one. I'm not sure about that. What we're going to go for, what we're going to grab. That one's empty. Perfume de Marley's Pegasus. I've got a full bottle of that, so right, that one can go in the trash. Let's go again. I told you people, I don't know what's in here. I really don't. It's been so long since he's been sitting in his bag. Right, that ain't even got a name on it, that one. Look. And it's being used. We've got to spray this, right? Got to. This is gonna be running out of room. This is. Hang on. That's Paco Rabanne 1 Million Lucky. That's what that is. That's sweet plum. Oh, and what a gorgeous fragrance. People, if you're watching this, you probably already know about Paco Rabanne 1 Million Lucky. I've got a 100 ml bottle and I had to get a backup bottle of it because word was going round that it was getting discontinued. And that word has been going around for months and months and months. And guess what? You can still pick it up. So anyway, I bought a backup bottle because I love it that much. I didn't want to run out of it, or I didn't want to run out of it for a while, but that's Paco Rabanne 1 Million Lucky. I don't know where that one came from. Sexy sweet plum. Sometimes you just cannot beat it. And the good thing about that fragrance is it lasts for hours and hours as well. And it ain't even an expensive fragrance. I mean, it ain't a cheapie, but It is not an expensive fragrance by any means. Back to the bag of goodness. I love this. I think it's fun because obviously if you're watching this, you probably love fragrances and I love fragrances. Do you know what? I'm going to tell you something. I find fragrances therapeutic, if that's how you pronounce it. I really do. Because I think sometimes when you're feeling down or you're feeling a bit low and you say you've got a bit of a collection going on, you step up. Well, this is what I do. When I'm feeling a little bit low or a bit down or a bit stressed out or anything, I go to my collection, I look at it, stand back, I look at it, and I pick a fragrance up and I spray it in the air or spray it on myself. I don't care what time of day it is, what time of year it is. I don't care if it's blistering hot and I'll pick up a heavy, dense fragrance and I spray it on. It just zens me out. It chills me out. It really does. So, yeah, anyway. So, I enjoy this. Dig your hand in deep, Mikey. Let's grab another one. Oh, Mancera Red Tobacco. Woo! It's got to go on, right? Got to go on. That. You can see that. Mancera Red Tobacco. God, straight away. I'll tell you what. That initial blast is just going Gary. Is just, it don't know where it wants to go. Look at me, I'm, wow. Don't know where it wants to go. And I get a bit of medicinal vibe from it, but there's no denying that if you smelt Mancera Red Tobacco, I know some people don't like it, some people find it too rough, especially in the opening, but let that settle for a few minutes. Then it becomes this strong, beautiful tobacco fragrance. It's got a nice bit of sweetness to it. It is a gorgeous fragrance to wear in the winter. It really does. I'm going to do a full review on Mancera's Red Tobacco, so I ain't going to talk too much about it. So everyone see that, it's Mancera Red Tobacco, gorgeous fragrance. Right, I'm going to do one more because I've done 3 so far. Yeah, 3. This is going to be called the Bag of Goodness. Dive in deep. Oh, what's this one? Al Harmain. Al Harmain La Aventure. I recognise that name. Sorry, my camera is not that great. Let me... Can you see that? It don't help that the juice is moving. Al Harmain, you can't read La Venture. I've heard about this before. Let me just smell it. It's a Creed clone. Straight away. That's it. That's why I've probably heard of it. That's a Creed clone. You've got that fruitiness, a little bit sweetness, a little bit smoky. That's actually really nice. I'll tell you what, I've got Club de Nuit Intense, man. I believe it's the Parfum version, the 200ml bottle. I had the 105ml bottle. I dropped it and smashed it on the floor, which I was gutted about. So then hence why I went and bought a bottle and a bigger one. But I can't remember, I threw the box away. I can't remember if it's the EDP, no, the EDT or the EDP. But this is great. This is actually really nice. Like I say, a bit of fruitiness, a little bit of sweetness in there, a bit smoky. That's good. Let me know if you've tried this one. Al Haramain La Aventure. That's nice. I like that. That's actually nice. Never looked that one up. I've definitely heard about it on other channels. Shall we do one more? Shall we? We've got to, right? We've got to do one more because there's loads. I ain't gonna lie to you. I would sit here and do them all, but for one, it would take hours, and for two, I'd like to make a few videos out of doing the samples. The bag of greatness. So I would just, yeah, so I'm gonna go for one more. I hope it's a good one. I don't like to say, half of these I don't even know what they are in here. More than half. No way. People, this is a good one. Maison Francis Kurt Jean. Grand Soir. My camera ain't gonna pick this up. I'm trying to show you the name so you don't think that I'm teasing you. I've heard good things about this. I bought MFK fragrance, and I'm not even going to tell you which one it is. I'm going to be cruel, but I will do a review on that one. But I got a couple of samples, and I literally just dashed them in the bag. So here we go. Oh, I'm running out of room, people. Running out of room. Right, Grand Soir. God, this in this close space, it smells gorgeous in here. If anyone was to walk in here now, they'd be like, whoop. It's nice. It's ambery. Is it amber in there? Oh, this reminds me of something. To me, this is a bit ambery. And it's not dense. I was expecting this to be a little bit more thicker. I don't know, obviously I've sprayed here, and now I've just sprayed there, so I've probably got a lot of different fragrances accumulating around me. But what I can detect to this, it's nice, but I thought this would be a bit more denser. It's not flat, thin. This smells the same that I've already got. And I can't quite think of it. Anyway. Oh, it's really doing my head in. Every time I smell it, I just can't think of the fragrance. I'm not saying I've got something that smells exactly like this, but I've got something in the same vein as this. 110%. I've got to spray this again because I'll tell you what, I'm starting to pick up that Paco Rabanne 1 Million Lucky on. Yeah, it's nice. It is nice. People, I ain't going to lie to you because I'm not in the, that's not my style to lie. Honesty is the best policy. Paco Rabanne 1 Million Lucky, where I've sprayed it there, it's starting to take up a lot of the air. And the Mancera Red Tobacco, I wouldn't say my nose is fatiguing, because do I believe in that? I think if you get used to smelling something, it sort of lingers in your nostrils, but I can pick up amber, but it's thin, very, very thin. It ain't, from that initial spray, like I say, I've just sprayed it, I don't think that's an overpowering fragrance. I mean, I know Maison Francis Kurkdjian's fragrances can, I'm not saying super duper expensive, but they're not cheap. So I was expecting something a little bit more thicker, denser, maybe a little bit more oomph, but it's nice. Right, anyway, people, I appreciate you watching and I hope you enjoyed that. Look, I've got loads of samples to go through. I'm going to do more videos like this every now and again. I'm going to do a few reviews, maybe a couple of spray off challenges, and then a couple more videos of doing some samples and testing them or just smelling them. But I appreciate your time for watching. I hate to say it, if you like the video, like, subscribe. I'm not, it doesn't sound like begging, but obviously if you subscribe to my channel, it makes me get a little bit more in the algorithm, or YouTube algorithm, or whatever it is. But anyway, I appreciate your time. Remember, people, smelling good is always a pleasure and never a chore. And I'm going to say it again. If you've watched this to the end, I really do appreciate your time that you've taken, and I appreciate your support. I'll see you on the next one.